A lot of technical difficulties, right? Let's give them a big round of applause one more time. No matter what, how good the product is, if you cannot make money, it doesn't do any good. You know what? This room is not crowded as we want it today. But for those of you that's here today, you are so lucky. By show of hands, how many non-Koreans here? If you're not Korean descent, how many? How many? Wow. You know what? I do see some empty seats up in the front. You came here to make money, right? And you want to be close to somebody who's telling you about how to make money. If you raise your hand, if you could, you know what? Let's take a couple of seconds to stretch. If you know, can you guys move to the front a little bit? Non-Koreans? I'll give you the opportunity to come up. Be brave, because it's about making money. You want to get first-hand experience. It's very important. I saw a couple of hands going all over there. Come out to the front. You know what they say? Come on up, right? Yeah, it's a wheel of fortune. And this is opportunity of fortune. Is this mine? Okay. And this is America, so it could be a little loose, you know? Academy is very simple. You just got to follow the leader. And just do what your upline sponsors do. It's about duplication. It's not about copying, but duplicating, mimicking what your upline sponsors do, it will give you an opportunity to make great money. Now, Atomy's business objective is called absolute price. What does absolute price mean? Price, you cannot know any more than what it actually is. And quality, you cannot make it any better than what it already is. And you talk about the prestige product, right? Masses of people using prestigious product. That's Atomy. Where can you go use great product in cheap price? You cannot. That's why Atomy's objective is success of consumers. All the consumers who's using the product should succeed. Therefore, income generated by consumers, they use our product day in and day out on a voluntary basis. Because it's daily consumable, whether you through Atomy or Costco, BJ's, what's out there? Pathmark, ShopRite, we're making them rich. We've been making the Walmarts rich for many, many, many years. It's time to change. Because if you change your thoughts, belief, and actions of buying Atomy's product, it will create success in the future. Because when we talk about future, everybody says, it's too far. 2 years, 3 years, but I guarantee you, it will come in flash. Now we talk about past, present, and the future. There's 3 stages, right? There's myth. 1 doesn't exist. Which does not exist? Past, present, future. Present. Absolutely correct. As I'm talking, what I just said a second ago is the past. You cannot slice it thin enough to hold on to the present. So you always want to live in a future, okay? Now, voluntary orders actually generate residual income. It is about leveraging your income. To do that, you got to go out there, change other people's thoughts, beliefs, and their action. How do we do that? Talk about the product. If you change your thoughts and your beliefs and your actions of saying, we have a great product, best product in the world, I think you should experience it. Talk about it. If you tell them, what is your experience? Never talk about a product that you do not use. Just by mentioning, I use the toothbrush, it's unbelievable. It's like toothpick. I use the toothpaste, it gives me clean smell breath until next morning. Just talk about it. You will get the message across to those people. And this is absolutely critical. Oh, almost coming. So basically, Atomy is not a business-driven. It is business, but it's not business-driven. What does that mean? We are selling to ourselves, just like CEO said. Then it's not your true business. We are doing exact same thing day in and day out, with or without Atomy. So why not use the Atomy product and make it happen? See? Consumers are the driving force. Consumers are the truly driving force. We do not have not a single obligation. We are close to doing $1 billion in sales. This year we're talking about $800 million. 35% of that will go into somebody's pocket. Wouldn't it be nice if it goes into your pocket? That's where I want in the future. Because next year, if we grow 40 to 50%, next year, you're going to be doing $1.3 to $1.4 billion. A billion, excuse me. $1 billion, 35% is how much? $350 million, right? Mm-hmm. It's very simple math. Mm-hmm. And share of that pie will go into your pocket. Only thing you got to do is tie into the system, talk to other people. So you have to change your thoughts. Can I possibly do it? If you believe through Atomy you can become successful, just change your action. That's all you have to do. Next slide. Obligation. There is no obligation whatsoever. Whatsoever. Jason actually signed me up because of this. There's no registration fee. He came first time, I said, forget about it. What are you talking about? He brought BB cream in. I don't use BB cream. Sun cream. I don't use sun cream. I don't have to be out there. I have to thank Jason Shim, who's our star master, for coming down to me in person to give it to me. But he actually dragged me to the meeting. But who had to do the listening? I had to change my thought. Maybe there might be something here. And when I listened to it, it changed my belief. After my belief was changed, I changed my action. You know what? We have a lot of time to go to all different places, even though it's not welcoming. But if you talk to enough people, there will be somebody who's interested in listening to you. They say, oh, it's 1 in 100. If that is the case, real estate industry, if you knock on 100 doors, there will be one lead. If you knock on 100 doors, there was no lead. You know what? You go knock on 100 more. In that 200, you will find 2. That is the statistics. If that is the truth, you want to get through the 100 people fastest, quickest possible. Okay? Now, this is growth that we were talking about. It's growing immensely. You want to be a part of it. And the important thing is, all the non-Koreans that will stand up. Anybody from Philippines? Wow. Unbelievable. Past month and a half, I had opportunity to spend a lot of time with Filipinos. I'm learning their culture. I'm learning their history. I'm learning their lingo. Playing balls with them, playing bowling with them. They love bowling. Oh my God. You know what? To make friends, I'm going bowling. I haven't bowled in that past 30 years. But you know what? I need to gain their trust. And they need to know me. I need to know them. It's not about knowing a person. It's about understanding their culture is critically important as well. You immerse yourself and become part of them. Unbelievable. How many people are from Indonesia? Okay, this is Indonesian flag, I assume, right? No, Malaysia? I'm sorry. Who's Malaysian here? You know what? We're going to Malaysia also. And who is Vietnamese? Any Vietnamese in here? You know what? I met many Vietnamese, they're pretty hard-headed, right? They have belief, I'm going this way. You know what? You need to get in front of them. You know what? I want to journey with you. Because coming together is the beginning. Working together is what? Progress. We need to keep together. And that is called success. Because Atomy is about not only making money, making a journey together. Because we'll be spending the rest of our lives. As long as you're doing this, you're going to see each other's face for eons. Many, many years to come. So we need to get to know each other. Because camaraderie, common people, with like-minded people coming together as one for same goal. What is that? It's a success. Mr. Park and Dr. Lee always talks about true north principle. Our true north is success. We need to succeed. Why? For me, but the most important thing is you need to succeed. I need to succeed because I want to share. I have people that I love. I have children. I have a wife. For somebody like me and everybody that's sitting in this room tonight has family. You are doing the right thing by sitting in here today, thinking about what? How can I succeed? How can I succeed? Can I succeed in here? Is it true company? Is it just company? Is it just product? Is it absolute product? Is it absolute good price? We are going into Southeast Asia next year. We are going to Central America. We're going to South America. We are even going to Australia and New Zealand, all these countries, maybe in 2019 and 18 and 19, maybe China. But the thing is, we are thinking about going where? Where everything started, cosmetics started. It is called Europe. European nation is actually waiting for us. But I think we're going to put that on the back burner for now, because you know what? Financially, they're not doing so well these days. We, Southeast Asia, is doing great. And it is growing by leaps and bounds. And everyone understands the products from Korea is trustworthy. Price is great. If that is the case, why not find out? Why not talk to people? It's going to be unbelievable, my friends. Okay. Now, our money-making part is here. I know I have a limited time, so I put everything on one page. Daily, from $70, maximum payout is $1,400. We talk about points. Every single product that we have has PV. And this PV equals money. Product that you buy for yourself in your personal account is called personal PV. It starts from 300 to 700, 1.5 to 2.4 million points. Now that is the maximum. The most important thing is points that you buy in your ID, in your own member ID, never ever disappear, long as your ID is active. So basically what CEO's mind is thinking, I think, when he made this, if you are non-consumer, your ID will not be active. But if you are the consumer, at least once a year, you gotta buy at least 4 packs of toothpaste, right? It's gonna last you a year. But the thing is, if you're a good, kind, hearty person, you know what's gonna happen? After you use it, you have a couple more in the back. Your cousin came, your aunt came, your uncle came, your brother and sister came. I'm using this great product. I know I spent money for it, but should I? Your hesitance. But you know what? Do the right thing. What is the right thing? I use it. I like it. I think you should use it too. Experience it. Let them experience. That's all you need to do. And points that you collect in your ID will stay there forever. But your downline organization, when they buy the products, points will go into their account and sit there forever also. But every time somebody buys something, that point you override unlimited. Because this line goes forever, 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 forever. You know? It's an unbelievable system. Now, mastership bonuses. This is unbelievable also. CEO's mind is always at beginners. Beginners who start in this business. What is the most difficult part to achieve? The most difficult mastership to achieve is called sales master, or sales master. Once you achieve this, he said, according to his words, your success is guaranteed, a guarantee in Atomy. Why does he say that? Because by becoming auto sales master, you will find a couple of people in your left side and the right side say, I want to do this business also. Some people want to drive their organization. I don't think it's about driving. It's about steering. Because people want to drive a car. I don't want to drive a car. I want to steer my ship. Because it is a huge ocean liner. And I cannot drive it. Only thing that I can do is guide it, steer it, go to the right path. Now, out of this 20%, 10% goes to the sales master. The rest, 10% is shared by everybody else. And this is actually limited also. So he always talks about making $50,000 a maximum a month. But that $50,000, unbelievable. One more time. There you go. Yeah. See, when you hear about network marketing, up till now, because it was like this, it was perceived very negative. Because small percentage of people making large amount. But not only network marketing, they say, oh, that's pyramid, it's not good. But the thing is, it's not only a network marketing. Any industry that's out there, it's not a pyramid structure, you do not want to do. You know why? Did you guys ever heard a term say, if you want to do something right, you got to do it yourself? That's called me, myself, and I, all three of me. If you do it yourself, there is no pyramid, you are that. But you belong to the pyramid. It's called government always has their hand in their pocket. Before you put anything in your pocket, fast as you put it in, they take it out before. United States is a form of pyramid, right? True, right? one president, we have two presidents. If this pyramid is turned upside down, it's called chaos. That's when French Revolution happened. Guess what? Over time, everything settles to the bottom. We still have another peak, and bottom gets widened again. If you ever play opportunity to play Monopoly, after a few hours later, who has everything? One person has everything. Because we are sharing such a small pie with a large amount of people, that's why people get frustrated. We don't realize it. People, in some ways, we trick ourselves. We spend hundreds of thousands of dollars a year, to schooling, spend many, many, many years. You think it's going to make your earning. That's all I'm saying. Formal education will make your living. Self-education will make your wealth. By getting involved in network marketing like Atomy, it will truly bring you an immense amount of wealth. Now, Atomy is created just like this. Yes, organization is in pyramid shape. Because if it's not a pyramid shape, you don't want to be involved. Because you have to do everything yourself. We belong to a system, but it actually plateaus out. It's like prairie, getting to the wide green fields. Everyone reaches the top, coming up from the valley to the prairie. Unbelievable. We will see those luscious greens, and you can share all together forever. It's about all the way. Only thing is time. People, we have several people that's in here, spend 6 years, 5 years, 4 years, and they are all succeeding. I guarantee you. Only thing is, the speed of someone's success is different. That's the only thing that's different. And everyone has the opportunity to succeed. We talked about the products that we have and having all the PVs, right? Now, all the products do have PVs, but let's say if each household uses something like this. Hemorrham to morning, 6 to evening, 4 to probiotics. I'm talking pretty fast, huh? But anyway, let's say we have all this, we are using all this. Now, think of it like this. When you buy for the first time, you think you're spending money. But second time, are you spending anything extra that you're not spending? I tell my people this. You need not spend no more than what you're already spending. You're spending it already in the wrong places. If you're spending this in the right place, which is Atomy, you know what? You'll bring your wealth over time. Your people will actually reap that benefit as well. It's about teamwork. It's coming together, camaraderie, because you're going to see it's just all of us forever and then ever. Only thing is, having an organization like this, to become a salesman is the most difficult thing, I said, right? Having 700,000 points in your own account, if you have, in a perfect world, having 25 families like this, left and right side, and 25 families, and left and right side like this, having about 50 families consistently use our product, month in and month out. Let's say, hypothetically, perfect world. If that's the case, you could become an auto sales master, because between 1st to the 15th and 15th to the end of the month, February sometimes and 28th day we lose out. But the thing is, you know what? It doesn't matter. If you could maintain your sales mastership, this will create immense amount of wealth. And talked about, now Jason actually recruited John, right? In a perfect world, Jason maybe recruit Mike, and his job is done. In a perfect world, is it? John maybe recruited Young and maybe Jill. His job is done. In a perfect world, okay. In a perfect world, maybe Young will go, get Greg and Tim and so on and so forth. That's all you need to do, right? I don't think so, okay? Because it's not a perfect world, you always are number one. It doesn't matter how late you came in, the day you come in is the day you start. But because we have unlimited, even if, let's say for example, hypothetically, we sign up 7.4 billion people around the world. Everybody signed up. Guess what? Tomorrow, somebody will turn 18. We still have more opportunity. Somebody will die, somebody will won't. So, opportunity is limitless. It goes like this. You need to create a straight line, 2 lines. In the process of doing so, you know what? You might find somebody like Amy, say, I want to do this as business. You just need to tell her, teach her, go straight down 2 lines. And she'll find somebody like Sue and she'll do the same. Now, Only left leg is created. Now she's motivated because her line is getting big. What you need to create is go straight down, find somebody like Pat, and you know what? It's going to go down again. What about you? Well, you know what? Luckily, I have Tom. Tom says, I want to do this as business. So you keep on bringing it down two lines. And you won't find somebody like John and say, you know what? I'm going to do this. Make it happen. And it keep on going down and down and down. But John loses steam. But sooner or later, he will get that steam back and find somebody and go down. Because it's about going down two lines. But what about Amy over here? She only has one side over here. There's a lot of Kims in the world, right? She will find somebody and say, Kim, want to do business. Because consumers first. When you consume and share truly great products with great price, somebody out there say, I want to buy it also. Can I use it? Can I buy it? Where do I go to buy it? This business is creating an e-commerce platform. You know what e-commerce platform means? Platform is an internet hub that's sitting on the internet. Commerce, what does commerce mean? Goods going back and forth. These goods we do not personally handle. It all happens in the virtual world. But yet, every time somebody buys something through the chain, through the system, PVs actually filter through you and goes all the way to guy number one. When that happens, you are creating yourself an automated system. The most difficult part, becoming an auto sales master, that's all you need to create. But when that happens, look like this. We talked about having 2.5 million PVs in left and right, and 2 periods a month. This is only a level you could personally achieve by having PVs on left and right. Next, what happens? Oh, I'm sorry. But it's done by team, among number of people, right? And next is the Iron Master, having 2 sales masters on left and right. Other companies, we talked about having, similar type of, like a mastership. It's all about how much you're performing. But our performance is the same. Only thing you got to do is find 2 people, work with them, and steer your organization together. You want to lead them, guide them, okay? And having 2 Diamond Masters, you become a Sharon Rose. And we have quite a few Sharon Rose in the U.S. right now, and we do have personal Star Master, having 4 Sharon Rose Masters in their left and right organization. Person who came to speak to give you the motivation tonight, she came from Korea. They came from Korea. Husband and wife, they use their last names are different. Okay, but this in Korea, they don't. When you get married, they don't change your last name. You still hold on to your last name. That's why their last name is different. But as a Star Master, making residual income of over $30,000 every single month, won't you like to have that? From what I understand, I don't want to spoil the surprise. I'm not going to say anymore. But think the same thing, so on. All the way up to Imperial, okay? It's running kind of slow. So basically, as a sales master, about $2,000, auto sales master, okay? Going all the way up to about $50,000. I'm going to speed up a little bit, okay? Now, this is the promotion of sales master, Diamond Master, and Sharon Rose Master, Star Master. They give you trips as well. And Royal Masters starting from here, you get a debit card to spend. If you don't spend it, it goes back into the company, so you must spend. If they're a kind-hearted person, if you like, even if you're a greedy person, you want to spend it, right? But kind-hearted, you probably spend it on your organization. Now, as a Crown Master, I think this is $5,000 every single month. And that's $300,000. And Imperial. Oh, did I? I'm sorry, I made a boo-boo over here, I'm sorry. Imperial Master. When you become Imperial, that's $1 million in cash. When this happens, you want to be in it. You know why? Everyone's want to find out what is Atomy. Who knows Atomy? When they shout out, what do you want to do? You want to shout as well. Here I am. I can teach you how. Become part of my organization. And the only thing you got to do is experience the product and talk about your experience. It doesn't take tremendous time. There's 70-some-odd-year-old, 80-some-odd-year-old ladies making over $30,000 a month. It's not about her talent. It's about finding the right talent. So you keep on talking. If you talk to enough people, you will find those people. Okay, over here you have $10,000 spending. But here's the thing. So many people are winning so much money. Everybody, when you get promoted, you really don't have true, big promotions, but $300,000 is Crown Master. We have 3 people that's out there in Korea. But we might have opportunity to go excel a little faster than them. Why? US. What happens in US? Everyone's here. Everyone is here. People from all walks of life, all different parts, different corners of the world. They come to the United States. Why? Land of the free, home of the brave. But the most important thing is American dream of success. Truly, everyone that's here in US are blessed. I'm blessed. I asked myself, if I was in Korea, I came here when I was 14, would I be able to communicate with you guys like this? No. When I came here, I couldn't even say yes or no. But the thing is, I'm kind of, a smart kid, so I learned how to say you too. When they said good things to me, I said you too. They felt very happy. They said something very negative to me, I said you too. They got very upset. I didn't say much. I just said you too. So you want something good to come back, you have to say nice things. Truly blessed to be here and be able to communicate with you guys. You know what? This is it. Need, want, up till now, we went everywhere else but Atomy to buy. Now, you guys know about Atomy, right? Only thing you got to do is, when you need something, when you want something, go to Atomy and guide your people. Become a bridge. Because absolute price and absolute quality. Truly, this is gift of once in a lifetime opportunity if you take advantage of it. If you use this, not only create wealth for you, for your family, for your children, but generations, 3 generations. Very quickly, let me take about 30 seconds. I heard somebody who became very successful in different network marketing companies. Their children didn't want to have nothing to do with it. This person passed away. And this idea was actually wielded to their children. When they could not maintain their the status, the conditions they were given, it was dropping like a rock. So most network marketing companies who have ability, you will rise like Phoenix. But when it burns to ashes, you will crash. This one, we are riding, go up to the plateau, and riding forever. Because people will never cease to become 18. Because 17, somebody's birthday is 18 tomorrow, and today. We are living not the present, not the past, but the future. The key is in the future. It's about changing our thoughts, our beliefs, our action, so we can do it to others. Thank you very much.